Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Happy Friday, y'all. Come on in, come on in. I'm going to give y'all the positive vibes of the day because that's what I do. Because today is going to be a what? It's going to be a good day. Hope my shit plays. There you go.
Wake up early, gonna rise in the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, you grow hard about what you wanna be.
Step 4.
Everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do.
The aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration.
And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day and call it replication. Hey!
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Good morning, Aquanta.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Yes, come the fuck on, Mexico.
Wake up.
Hey!
Today's gonna be a good day.
Yeah!
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Life ain't easy, though. I think there's a reason.
What? Ups and downs.
Just like every different season, yo.
Cause fuck.
Times I'm high,
Other times I'm barely breathing, y'all.
You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo.
Negative thoughts.
Some poison they ride. Head full of flies, so she can revive. They'll never stop unless I can swap
All the bad from the good.
in my head when I'm lost.
What? So I'ma fake it till I make it.
Positive thoughts are overtaken. I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence.
I flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes
Temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation.
I live my life in my head.
Like a narration.
Don't expect greatness through my best, man. I take it. What?
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a
Good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day. Step 2. Step 3. Step 4. Hey, good morning, y'all. Good morning. Yes, Georgie. You said keep the hearts floating. I love it. You still see the hearts on YouTube, Georgie? Because Johnny said his hearts disappeared. Aquanda, today is your last day of training. Yes, boo. Let the weekend begin. I am so happy for you. I'm so glad things turned out well for you at work. All right. So kudos to you. And yes, come the fuck on, Mexico. 6 more days. 6 more days. Okay, Aquanda, you got a hair appointment on Monday. What you doing with your hair? I ask everybody, what are they doing with their hair, right? Y'all know me. I'm going with my normal hair. That's my normal weave shit, right? I'm sticking to my normal shit, right? Normally, when I go on vacation, I would go for something like braids or whatever, but nah, I'm keeping my shit. I like big old Lion King hair. That's my shit. Oh, we gonna see. We gonna see. You gonna have surprises for us. Good morning, Johnny Leon Hill. Good morning. Johnny, today is the day we can throw out some of those who cloned Tyrone or they cloned Tyrone topics. Today would be a good day for that. I just want to see where your head is at with some of those topics. I know where mine is. All right. But you know, I fucking play too much. But come on in. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Yes, Johnny Leon Hill. This is the natural color of the hair. If you go back to my earlier videos when I started putting this hair in, this was the color. I normally put a rinse in it that gives me like a copperish reddish tone color. and it washes out after a while. Okay. And so it doesn't make sense for me to color the hair and make it paprika if I'm going to Mexico, because as soon as I swim around in the ocean, the color rinse is going to rinse out. It's not a permanent color. So yes, I do like the paprika color, but it don't make sense to put it in there and go swimming. So ginger is back. Ginger is the original. Paprika is the side hoe, if you know what I'm saying. Good morning, Hillbilly. Good morning. Come on in. I got a couple of things to talk about. Today is Freestyle Friday. I got a couple of things that my mouth is wide the fuck open on. And then I got to tell y'all about my experience last night in New York City, because that shit was hilarious. I mean, it was so fucking hilarious that I was laying in the bed at some point this morning, okay? And I thought, no, it wasn't even this morning. I'm lying. It was last night after I came home, after I got in bed. I was laying in bed and I turned off all the lights. Good morning, Pat. Oh, now you remember Ginger? Okay. I turned off all the lights, right? And baby, I fucking had a memory, a flashback of something that happened to us in New York last night. And I was cracking the fuck up in my bed by myself last night. All right. So I got to share that shit with y'all. I know y'all gonna think I'm crazy. All right. But this is the second time this shit happened. Different people, but second fucking time. So come on in, y'all. Happy Friday. All right. Today is August 4th. I'm going to get into reading a positive thought. Good morning, Mother. Mother, I texted you last night at 1 o'clock in the morning or something like that. Was it one? No, I'm lying. I think I texted you at about 11 o'clock p.m. Or was it 1 o'clock? You wasn't awake. I wanted to talk. Today is August 4th. That's what happens when you come from the city and you all riled up. You want to call your mama and you want to talk, and she wasn't up. That's messed up, mama. That's messed up. All right. Today is August 4th. Remember, August is the month of faith. Oh my God, y'all. 6 more days. I'm sick of y'all bitches. August 4th. I am faith-filled and fear-free because this day belongs to God. Reverend Michael Beckwith of the Agape Church of Religious Science once said, "When you pray, give us this day our daily bread. The day no longer belongs to you. Your day belongs to God. Your day and every action in that day belongs to the good of God through the love that God has for you. Today, there is absolutely nothing for you to worry about. You don't have to concern yourself with what has to be or what may not get done. This is God's day." Oh, God is talking to me because we got 6 days left. "And on God's day, everything takes shape and form and through divine order. You will be guided and led, supported and protected. When God is in charge of the day, you will not concern yourself with anything that anyone is doing or not doing. God knows, God sees. After all, God is God. What do your opinions mean when they are measured against who God is and what God can do? When you know that God is in charge, the polite thing to do is mind your own business. Don't go sticking your nose into things that God is doing on this day. This is God's day. Listen to your own heart in case God has something special to say to you. When your day belongs to God, you only have one thing to do. That is to know. You must know that you can depend on God. You must know that whatever comes your way through is coming through God first, and that by the time it gets to you, you will know exactly what to do or say. So relax. This is God's day. You gave him this day of your life to God. Now don't take it back. Until today, you may have been reluctant to turn your life over to God. I'm not here to make anybody go to the pulpit, okay? You may have been trying to do what only God can do. Just for today, open your heart to the all-knowing power of God or whatever you believe If things don't go the way you think they should, there is always tomorrow. All right. Today, I am devoted to allowing the presence of God to control every aspect of my life. You know, that part when it says when you wake up and or if you do say the prayer, give us this day our daily bread. At that point, they're saying the day no longer belongs to you. You don't have to concern yourself with what needs to be done or what hasn't been done. Baby, they talking to me. Because I swear, I always concern myself with the things. Like, I literally wake up sometime when you get up and you pee at 2-3 o'clock in the morning. When I get up and I pee at 2-3 o'clock in the morning, I turn around. Sometimes I wind up in thought, oh my God, I got to do this tomorrow. I got to do that. Literally, my anxieties kicked in wee hours of the morning because I'm saying to myself, oh my God, I have to work tomorrow. I have shit that I'm doing this weekend. I have to get my nails done on Tuesday. I'm leaving on Thursday. Do I have everything? It's like everything piled the fuck up on me after I peed at about 3 o'clock this morning, and my stomach started to hurt. And I was like, oh my God. Then I had to get into the mode of trying to talk down my anxieties. Good morning, Jay. Good morning, Deb. I had to get in the mode of trying to talk down my anxieties. Lord, that was for me. If you wake up and you pray and you say, Lord, give us this day our daily bread, they're saying that after that, the rest of the day is not yours. You gave it over. So whatever happens in that day, let it be. Right? Let it fucking be. And so that's something that I got to constantly remind myself of. It's okay, Robin. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. Let it be. Whatever it is, let it the fuck be. And that's the message I got out of today's read. All right? Let it be and give it over to whatever you believe in, whatever higher spirituality you believe in. Well, welcome to Freestyle Friday. Now, for all those that have not been on Freestyle Friday in a long time or never, Freestyle Friday is the day that we could talk about anything. Whatever is thrown out on the wall, whatever sticks is what we talk about. Nothing is off limits. Know that we move here in peace and love, right? We know that, we are in control. We are responsible for our own triggers. That doesn't mean that we're here to trigger you on purpose, but some things might trigger you, right? If you get triggered, we don't mean it, right? Some topics are hard to discuss. Others are not, right? And everybody is different, right? So I want to start out with that, being that it is Freestyle Friday. Good morning, Angel. All right. But there's a couple of things I wanted to talk about. Right, Pat, that part, that's the message. Let go and let God and everything will be all right. That's the message today. I love it. But can I ask y'all something? While we're talking about let go and let God, what in the 10 commandments Moses and Pharaoh is going on? Leprosy? Did y'all hear that we have a leprosy case? Is it in New York? Did you see his face? Leprosy? Like, this is shit. Baby, let me pull up my phone because y'all think this is a listen. You know what? Wait a minute. Okay. I'm gonna show y'all. It's an epidemic in Florida. Okay? Let me show y'all. Cases of leprosy on the rise in Florida. Okay? Cases of leprosy are rising in Florida, according to a new analysis published in the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention's Emerging Infectious Diseases. Although this disease is still rare in the U.S., with just 159 cases reported in 2020, a study released Monday from the EID and shared by the CDC found that Central Florida accounts for a bulk of those cases. Okay? And so I just want y'all to know that there was an image. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here it is. Fox News. Hold up. I'm going to show y'all asses since I'm going to show y'all. Okay. I'm going to show y'all 1 second because I want to pull it up on the screen because mother, y'all got leprosy in Florida. 1 second. Oh shit. It wouldn't save it. The fuck? Oh, that's why. What the hell is that? Anyway, it's not letting me save it to my computer. I'm going to try to show y'all from my phone. Can y'all see his face? This is leprosy. Okay? This is a man in Florida. Okay? And so, I don't know, guys. Like, I feel like, what in the fuck is going on? Leprosy. Now we got to worry about not catching leprosy. They're saying that you can't catch it just by a simple handshake or something of that nature. But now we have to worry about catching leprosy. Like, I don't even know what the symptoms of leprosy are. Like, what the fuck is going on? Wait a minute, what? Hillbilly, a Chinese biolab was busted in California with weaponized RSV. Look for a new lockdown by next year. Listen, people, I'm just gonna pray for us because I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but the Old Testament is showing its head, and I'm just saying, leprosy. That's scary. There's a breakout. Florida has a bulk of the cases. Let's hope they get rid of it before it goes anyplace else. Mother, be aware. Okay, I know there's a lot of motherfuckers in Florida, and there's only 155 cases, and a bulk of them are in Florida, which means it doesn't sound like a lot, but still, leprosy is disgusting. That's that shit that they were covering their faces in the Bible. Good morning, Cheryl Lee. The second thing is, for those out there that use makeup artists, did y'all see the video that I posted on my timeline about the woman who went and got her makeup done at the MAC counter in Willowbrook Mall in New Jersey? Exactly, Johnny Leon Hill. On the unclean. Did y'all see the video? Well, this woman went and got her makeup done at the MAC counter in Willowbrook Mall, New Jersey. This is in the news. You could Google it. All right. When she got home, she said her makeup was good. When she got home, her eyes started hurting her really bad. She was in a lot of pain. She went to the doctor and she found out, good morning, Sam. She found out that she has ocular herpes. Ocular fucking herpes, y'all. So number one, the MAC counter, when they do your makeup, they're supposed to use disposable brushes. The lady said this makeup artist didn't want to use disposable brushes because she said she couldn't beat her face the way she wanted to beat her face with the disposable brushes. So she used the regular brushes. This lady, this poor woman, went there to get her face done and came out with ocular herpes. I didn't even know there was such a thing as ocular herpes. Now this makes me scratch my head and this makes me go, right? Because all these makeup artists that are out here, right? And it's just a question. All these makeup artists that are out here doing wedding parties. Now I've had my face done as a part of a wedding party. Okay? And they didn't switch brushes and they didn't use disposable brushes. So my question the fuck here is, what are we doing now, y'all? Right? Because now ocular herpes, right? All these makeup artists, when they are traveling, they're doing wedding parties, they even need to bring separate brush pouches for each client, which gets very fucking expensive, right? Or use disposable brushes. Now, for all those out there that wear makeup and go to makeup artists and shit like that, I'm telling you right the fuck now, bring your own shit, your own brushes, or have them use disposable brushes. Now, my other question is, even if they use disposable brushes, right, and they are double dipping in the makeup, in the mascara, if they use the disposable brush, but they keep dipping, aren't you putting the ocular herpes back inside the makeup? Oh my God, Johnny. Sai, yes, I've seen some spray it with alcohol, but is that enough? Is that really enough? Because is the alcohol getting to every brush? See, now I'm fucking scared. Okay, so now I got to invest in my own brushes. If I don't wear makeup, but if I was to ever have to be in an event where my face had to be beat, I'm going to get my own brushes. And I'll be like, no, I'm not. I just, can you use my shit and spray your makeup with alcohol? I don't know. But right, Georgie, because even with disposable brushes, the double dipping in the eyeshadow and on the lip shit is still getting on you. See, I'm fucking scared now. Y'all motherfuckers don't know how to act. Oh, Angel, I know herpes is way more common. 2, you can't tell where you got it from. No, but in this case, it might be proven because ocular herpes, she just got her makeup done and immediately after, when she got home, her eye inflamed. She might be able to make a direct correlation to that. Yeah, and that's the MAC counter at the Willowbrook Mall. I know where that mall is. I know that MAC counter. Okay? And the MAC company, if it was a lie, MAC would have came out already with a statement. They have not said shit. That part, Sam. That part. Trying samples on the counters. That part. I'm just the fuck saying. Right? But then I go back to the motherfuckers that pass their weed blunts around. Right? We got to be careful about a lot of shit these days. That's true, Angel. Angel said, listen, most people have been exposed and don't know it. You can carry the virus symptoms free for years. It could be in your bloodstream. They say if everybody went and took a blood test for herpes, they said a majority of people will come up positive. You might never, ever experience an outbreak ever in your life, right? But you might have it in your system and it show it. And that's because the antibodies still exist. That means your body fought off whatever virus was entering your bodies, but the antibodies still exist. So a blood test, right, can show that you have the herpes virus in your system It's just not active, right? Yes, that part, Angel. You can be exposed to it and not get it, but the antibodies will forever show up, showing that there was exposure to herpes. Well, the ocula I didn't know about. The ocula is new shit to me. I knew about the herpes 1, herpes 2, right? But the fuck? Ocula? I didn't know about that one. So let's talk about the man that paid all that money to turn into a dog. Who posted that on Discord? Who was the one that posted that story about the man, the Japanese man that paid $14,000 to be turned into a dog? Yes, that's what they say. And you can never have an outbreak. That's what they say, Sai. Angel, I agree. I mean, I know people who got the shit. You know, I mean, wait a minute, Hillbilly. Y'all throwing a lot of shit at me this morning. Okay, wait. First, I'm asking, did you see the story of the Japanese man that paid $14,000 to turn into a fucking dog? Okay? He finally got to take a walk as a dog. He is actually that. What's the name of that dog? It's the lasso dog. The lassie dog. Wait a minute. Hillbilly, what? Hillbilly said, has anyone seen the world coin orbs in New York City? No. What is that? Oh, they said ocula is like the lip one. Okay. So you get cold sores on your eye. So, Angel, you said you feel there's a really bad stigma around herpes. So if someone told you they had herpes, you would date them? Akali, Jay. Thank you, Akali. That's what this fucking man turned himself into. So, Angel, that's a good question. If somebody said they had herpes, I know a couple of people that have it, and they were ashamed about it, and they went on dating sites that's other people where other people had herpes and to look for partners. But ultimately they're in good, healthy relationships, and their partners still don't have herpes. So they take preventative medications and shit like that. But Angel, would you date somebody that told you that they had herpes? Yes, cold sores are definitely a herpes simplex. Would you date someone that told you they had herpes? You say it's a suit he wears? Oh my God. It looked just like a fucking collie. Wait, let me go up and see what Hillbilly is talking about, because he's talking about some ocular thing. Wait. The orb takes a retina scan and gives you a world ID. It's a sign up for UBI. Oh my God. This is like the Matrix. Stop it, Hillbilly. This is like the fucking Matrix. Oh my God, Aquanda, you used to watch Lassie. Okay, Angel, that's a fair and honest question. Angel's the only one that answered that. I asked the question that if you found out, if you were dating and the person across from you told you they had herpes, would you continue to date them? Angel said I would be grateful that they were aware and honest with me, and I think I would date them if everything else was good. Okay. Aquanda said, nah, I'm Gucci on the herpes. Okay. Okay, Georgie, I mean, I'm just the fuck saying. Because between the 10 Commandments and Moses, now we got the world coin, crypto, whatever the fuck, scanning our eyeballs. Yeah, but why they gotta scan my eye for that? Because this is how I'm gonna start paying for items through retina, through my retina, like through my eye. This is the fucking matrix. Georgie said, what differentiates WorldCoin from many existing cryptocurrency projects in its use of biometrics? Its unique method of sign up involving scanning of irises rang alarm bells in France, Germany. Right, because why do you need to scan my eye for currency? Exactly, Angel. That's what I was saying. The people that I know that have it, their partners do not, their significant others do not have herpes, right? There's preventative measures. It's almost like people that have HIV and they take, what's the thing that they take? They take that medication so that they don't get it. Is it Prevacid? I don't know. Something like that. Deb said herpes is becoming so common, though. I think I would appreciate the honesty, and I don't think I would hold it against them. How could you? People catch that shit honestly. I mean, you don't have to be a careless person to get that. You know, one of the people that I know got it, their wife not cheated. I shouldn't say cheated, right? Even though she did cheat eventually. But the wife came into the marriage with it. You remember years ago, before people got married, it was required that they take blood tests and shit like that to make sure, you know, they wasn't gonna have no chromosomes missing with their kids and past diseases and shit. We don't have to do that anymore before marriage, right? So people don't know what diseases and shit they got, what chromosome issues they have anymore before marriage. This motherfucker kept seeing a sore. Went to their spouse, and the spouse kept saying, oh, that don't look like nothing. That don't look like nothing. They were like, this look like something. All right. Then they get a phone call from their spouse while their spouse is at the doctor, okay, for them to come and meet them over there. And the doctor is sitting there talking about herpes. And my friend is like, what? What are y'all talking about? And the doctor's like confused, like thinking that everybody is on the same page. She already had the shit. Yes, that happened to a little kid I know, so I got it in her mouth. That's why I didn't let my baby drink behind nobody, because it happened to someone I know. Kids go away for the summer, come back with herpes in the mouth, because kids drink from everybody cup. I know, Georgie. That's why I don't sign up for that clear shit. I feel funny about that too. That's a great question, Johnny. That's a great question. Wait a minute. Let me go the fuck up. That's a great question. Wait, Jay said, nope, I respect the honesty, but it's not for me. Okay. Johnny said, if you dated a person who has herpes, would oral be out of the question? If they had HSV2, you mean genital herpes, because you can have HSV1 and just not kiss, but you don't have to have the HSV2. Some people only have one or the other, and some people have both. But that's a good question. If you dated a person, I'm assuming with HSV2, would oral be out of the question? I don't know, Pat. Is mono from herpes? I don't know. That's a good question. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Pat, see, some of y'all motherfuckers, y'all talk so much shit. How many people on here have mono? How many people on here have mono? Mono is an infectious mononucleosis, usually called simply mono, is caused by the Epstein-Barr virus, EBV, a type of herpes virus. How many people on here have mono? I never had mono. Yes, that they used to call it the kissing disease, but it's a type of herpes. So how many people don't be shy now, y'all? Because mono used used to be a thing. Like when I was in school, kids used to be like, I got mono. It used to be normal for people to get mono. Like somebody got fucking mono. It's a type of herpes. CPAC. Okay? But I didn't know that growing up, that mono was a type of herpes. See? No, not black kids. I didn't say black versus white. When I went to school, I was in high school with a bunch of white kids. I'm just saying in general, mono was like a popular thing. I don't remember whether it was black kids versus white kids, but growing up, I heard a lot about mono. Hillbilly said bad mono is scarlet fever. Wow. My kid's daughter got it, and I was shocked. Your kid's daughter? Oh, okay. You don't know it's a thing of I don't know. I can't speak for whether it's a thing of the black community or not. I never had mono. Angel says scarlet fever comes from strep throat, not mono. Wow. I didn't know mono was herpes. Pat, you done hurt a bunch of people's feelings on here that said they ain't had no herpes. Deb said, when I was at A&M, it was the biggest outbreak of mono ever. That was the first time I ever heard of mono. See? Deb said when she was at A&M, black folk, Deb? Okay? She said when she was at A&M, there was a big outbreak of mono. Okay? Now, we talking black folk? Yeah, Georgie, that's what I'm saying. I can't. Oh, okay, Deb. So so you saying the same thing me and Georgie is saying, because my high school was mostly white, so I don't know who. I can't remember who got mono, but it was a big deal. Okay, so Texas A&M. That's why I said is it black folks, because A&M is a lot of white folks, right? And so no, they're 90% Caucasian. For some reason, a lot of college students get mono. I know, and high school. My high school, they were running around talking about that shit all the time. I was like, what the fuck is that? They just kept saying the kissing disease. No, I never been to Denver. I never been to Denver. But can I tell y'all what happened to me last night? Okay, so I went into the city to meet my girlfriend, Maria, who, for those that are going on a trip with us in 6 more days, we'll meet Maria, right? Listen, she crazy. When we together, we do a lot of, yes, AFC, and we found out mono is a form of herpes, okay? We do a lot of crazy shit when we out, right? And so last night we did our normal shit. We had to do some shopping and shit for the trip. I needed to get some new jewelry and stuff like that. And you know, she has a retail business, and so she gets, you know, she has membership, she gets discounts in the wholesale places. And so we did that yesterday, did a lot of picking up of some stuff, treated ourselves to some stuff, some goodies, right? Then we went to the bar to drink. We done walked all over Manhattan. I'm telling you, when you live in New York City, all you do is walk. I walked from 42nd Street to 33rd Street and 7th Avenue, then back to 46th Street and 8th Avenue, and back to, listen, walking in New York City is beautiful and painful at the same fucking time. But we went to the bar, right? Having a drink at the bar, having a good fucking time, okay? We leave the bar. Now, normal shenanigans is I like to go into the sex stores. I just like to look. And it's unfortunate that Peanut is not on here because I really fucking had a question. And Stacy ain't on here either, right? Because we only got 2 aggressors that joined this damn show. And we went into the sex store last night. I'm gonna Google the images, Johnny. We went to the sex store last night as we always do. Several things happened, right? They changed, y'all. You remember how, I'm saying y'all remember how, because I know y'all motherfuckers been in sex stores before, right? You remember how you used to be able to put the token in the little thing and the girl come out and dance for you and shit? Dance for you a little bit, like the little boost, the token boost. You go into the back of the sex store and you put a token in. Well, we went back there and we were like, okay, because some of them just take quarters and shit. So I was like, I got some quarters. Let's go see what the fuck is happening in the back of this sex store, right? We go back there, right? In the little rooms, the guy is like one person to a room, one person to a room. We were like, okay, what the fuck? Okay, right? We go back there and we look inside the little booths and it looked like little movies. So I was like, hold up. Is a real person gonna, if I put my quarter in here, is a real person gonna come out and dance, or is it a movie? Why a motherfucker that was in the booth with the door closed yell, it's a movie? I was like, oh my fucking God, somebody in there already putting their quarters in, watching the movie. And I don't know if they beating their meat or whatever the fuck they doing. All right. But when I was like, is this gonna be a fucking movie or a real person? The motherfucker in the booth was like, it's a movie. I was like, oh, my bad for interrupting you. Shit, right? That was the first incident that happened in the sex store. Right, Deb? That's what I love about New York, too. We just hop around, and when you look at our outfits, we be all dressed cute at the top. Like yesterday, I had an orange dress on and shit, but I had sneakers on. Everybody in New York City, except, the few that think they're cute, walk around with fucking heels. The rest of the motherfuckers be dressed up top, real nice and shit like that. Good morning, Ghost. Oh, y'all, you came in just in time, Ghost. Dressed up all nice and shit. And at the bottom, we got sneakers on. Okay? So it's beautiful. All right? So let me get back to the sex store. So that was the first thing that happened to us in the sex store, right? We go in, try to watch live people come out. And they were like, no. So I was like, okay. But there was an upstairs section. So we went upstairs. And there was a woman standing upstairs. So we were like, are the live shows up here? And she was like, yeah, now this lady look raggedy as fuck. I was like, I hope she not one of the women that's doing the show, right? She was like, the live shows are up here. And I was like, okay, so what do we need? Tokens, quarters, what the fuck do we need, right? She said the live shows are $40. I was like, what? They used to be a fucking quarter. So now they running movies for a quarter, and the live shows, the one next to Satin Dolls, the one next to Satin Dolls, that story is coming up next. This sex store is the one 2 blocks past Satin Dolls. You know where I'm talking about in the city. All right. So this is the first store that we went into, right? So we were like, fuck that. We're not paying $40 for no live fucking show. Okay. So we said we're going to go to the sex store that's by Satin Dolls. Satin Dolls is a strip club, right? By the way, if anybody wants to go to Satin Dolls, Maria asked the bouncer, what day is the best day with the good-looking women? They said Friday and Saturday. Yesterday was Thursday, so we didn't go to fuck in there, all right? But anyway, we go to the next sex store next to Satin Dolls, right? We looking around, all downstairs, men, women, everybody roaming around, shopping and shit, right? Oh, you don't know Satin Dolls? Satin Dolls is 8th Avenue and like 44th or 45th Street, like around their side. All right, it's the strip club. I thought you would know it. Anyway, we went to the sex store next to Satin Dolls, okay? Walking around, I have a couple of questions. How come on all the strap, this is just a question that none of y'all are probably going to be able to answer. That's why I said I fucking need Stacy or Peanut the fuck on here, right? Because I want to know, because the other day y'all were talking about strap-ons and shit. So I go inside the store and I said, let me go in the back and look at these strap-ons and see how much these shits really cost, because y'all said y'all don't be changing y'all toys in between shit and all of that. So I want to see how much motherfuckers are spending. It's a lot of money. It's a good amount of money, right? For good straps and shit like that. But how come on the packages with the strap-ons, all the models are femme? You've used the strap side? Okay. But how come on the box, right? How come on the box, on the models are all femme? I have never seen one sex toy, right, with a aggressive female on the box. I have never. Not to say that it does not exist, but I hop through sex stores all the time. And the strap-on pictures, always feminine women with long nails, lipstick and shit. Okay? Never see an aggressor on the box, because it's sold primarily as a dildo, but it's just a strap. You buy the dildo separate. But Si, you use the strap, it don't hurt your back. Like, I can't imagine putting a strap on. Like, I'm just not gonna do it. I can't put a strap on. Not that you're not girly, Si, I'm not saying that. You know what? Let me not say never. I did that the other day. I was like, I'm never going to do this and I'm never going to do that. Like I said, I was never going to suck a man's toe, or I was never going to do something I said, right? And then I was like, let me not say never, because my life is still living, and depending on my sexual energy, I might do anything. I don't fucking know. I really don't know. Yeah, I'm talking about the holder side, the actual strap, the holder, right? On the box, they always have feminine women. Never an aggressive women. Why do y'all think that is? Ghost said because it's not marketable that way. Why wouldn't it be marketable that way? Isn't that who we expect to wear them? Isn't that who we expect to wear them? Okay, side, because I would imagine, I don't know if I could do it. Like the pumping would make I'd be tired. I don't know if I could be a good strapper on. And I'm the bitch. I don't wanna. I want to get it. I don't want to give it. All right. Not that. Okay. I think there's a market for it too, Si. I mean, for me, when I look at the box and I see the feminine women on the box with the strap on, I'm like, all right. It doesn't get like, I'd be like, okay, that's a strap on, but to see it on an aggressor, that shit might be fire. Like, I think that I think it's marketable. Well, why isn't it, Ghost? Because on some of the packaging, they got men. They got gay men. The gay men, some of them look feminine. Some of them look masculine. They got them on the pictures, right? So why not have an aggressor? You know what I'm saying? How come it's marketable to put feminine men on sex packages, but not aggressive women? I don't know. It's a question. I said y'all might not be able to answer that shit. So let me continue with the story, because I'm not finished. So we're still in this store, right? And I'm looking at the strap-ons. Now, this particular store separates the men's shit They put all the men's shit upstairs. Okay, so as we're looking around, Maria gets in front of me and she goes upstairs. As we're walking upstairs, this man runs around the thing, runs in front of me and blocks me from going upstairs. And he said, upstairs is closed. Upstairs is closed. Maria ass already up there. Okay. He's like, come down from there. Upstairs is closed. She said, no, upstairs is not closed. Y'all just don't want the women upstairs. Why can't the women come upstairs? We want to see the men's shit too, right? And so they were like, no, y'all can't go up there. It's closed. It's closed. Maria was up there shopping anyway. She was like, fuck that. It's not closed. It's open. The man is blocking me, so I can't get upstairs. And I was like, this is the second time this happened to me. This is the second time that, good morning, Mika, that I entered a sex store and they would not let us go upstairs to the men's section. So I want to know what the fuck be going on in the men's side of the store that's not going on in the rest of the side of the store. And why are men allowed to roam on all floors, but women are restricted to go to the men's section? The man chased us down. So Maria comes downstairs and she says, no, you're discriminating. You are discriminating because you do not let the women go upstairs. They say it's open from 4 something to 8 o'clock or whatever. So if you went in there and wanted to buy a jock strap or something sexy as a man, you can't go upstairs? Or is it just the women? This is the second time that happened. So I want to know what the fuck the men be doing upstairs. AFC, you think so? You're going to reach more people with a femme? But when I don't agree with that. Not for the strap-ons. Nothing goes. There was nothing up there but clothes. That's what we didn't understand. But this happened to me years ago when me and my best friend, we were in the city. And I was downstairs again trying to put tokens in the back room with the girls and shit like that. And my girlfriend was like, I don't want to see no girls, bitch. I want to go upstairs and see the peens. So I was like, well, take your ass upstairs, right? And so she trying to go upstairs. This was years ago, true story. And the man did the same thing. He was like, no, only men allowed upstairs. My girlfriend was like, but I don't want to see women. I want to see men. They were like, no, only the men are allowed. So she was like, let me get this straight. There's naked men up there, but only the men are allowed to go upstairs and see the naked men? Like the women can't go upstairs and see the naked men? He was like, that's right. So it's only gay men up there? Because what about the straight women? So is there a market for the straight women who come into the sex stores that want to see peen? Everybody don't. We could put tokens in the machine and see women all day and all night. But you cannot get upstairs to see the men. Why is that? That part. That's what I'm saying. When I look at the boxes, I'm looking at the boxes like, they don't look like I want them to strap on and do anything to me. They don't look appealing at all. I think there's a market to show for what it is. Not to say that feminine women don't strap on, because we know that they do. We see it in the porn movies. But you know what I'm saying. The fuck? They even had them dicks that you just put in your pants when you want to show that you have a bulge. I love going in the sex store. They even have, okay, you know how we talk about erectile dysfunction? FYI, guys, if any of y'all are with men that have ED, okay, they have they have dildo inserts, right? You put it on like a belt and you put your penis in it. I think Zen told us about it once before, but I actually saw it with my own eyes yesterday in the sex store. You put your peen inside of it. Your peen could be soft as all butter, right? You just lay it up in there inside the hollow dildo, and you can use that. AFC, you think so? Georgie, you said they don't want to see Rosie O'Donnell and Ellen. There's some listen. Come on now. We got more than Rosie O'Donnell. That's true, Georgie. When people think lesbian in marketing, it's soft feminine they show. You would think, well, all this LGBTQ, ABCD, LMNOP movement, that somebody in the marketing department would have said, ding a dong ding, we need to change up these pictures. Seaside? What was your experience? They wouldn't let you go upstairs to the men's section, right? Aquanda. Well, we going to Mexico. You might get you some peen. Whatever happens there stays the fuck there. Okay, you might get you some peen. But Sai, what was your experience when you went into the sex store on 20th Street? Because I want to know, is this a consistent thing? And if it is, they need a market. They need to carve out a market for women that can look at men. I don't understand. Or what if I wanted to go upstairs and buy my man or my woman a jock strap? I mean, you can't just say that, Aquanda, and just leave that there. Like, where is this coming from? Like, what's going on? I'm not understanding. Did this just happen to you? Because what's going on? Oh, for real? Oh, sure, Aquanda. I haven't even checked. Oh, my God. Wait. Hillbilly, you answered? You said, I don't know, Aquanda. Yep. Y'all said next time, tell them you're a trans man. And if they deny you, call them transphobic. Right? I mean, Maria did go in. She let them know that they were discriminating against us. She did. She went in. Sai said they had a downstairs in the back, but only for men. All of these men were walking past us and jetting to the back. So we told the store guy we were going to file a complaint. You see? He told us to go ahead and file one. See? So why won't they let us look at the men? So see, that must be a rule. I have questions, but no answers. It's all right. It's all right. Now we know the women are not allowed to look at the men. So Johnny wanted to talk about some topics on They Clone Tyrone, right? Yeah, they were back there they probably got them holes in the wall. You know where you stick your peen through the hole? Oh, that's what Yalta's kind of saying. Okay, Sai, they might be doing something different with the men that we can't see. But I mean, so then basically there's no market for women to see men at these sex stores. That's basically what it is, which is sad because I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't. So, Johnny, you wanted to talk about a couple of topics from They Clone Tyrone. They Clone Tyrone. How many people on here saw They Clone Tyrone? Oh, you know some. Okay, Latino men. I'm not saying nothing. Oh, y'all said all kinds of politicians and celebrities down there. You know what? Good point. So they cloned Tyrone, talked about white people. Well, basically, the message that I got, and Johnny, you could tell me, Ghost, you could tell me if I'm getting the same message or if I got my messages crossed, right? That the white man comes into our community, okay, blends in, acts like they're for the good of us, acts like our homeboys and shit, but controls the dynamics of our communities, okay? And how they control the dynamic of our community is through music, through our local businesses like strip clubs, through our restaurants. Like it almost reminded me one of the scenes from this chicken spot. The chicken restaurant scene in Clone Tyrone reminded me of Popeye's chicken, right? They were cooking this chicken and people were all like, Jamie Foxx and them see everybody. He see everybody in the chicken restaurant laughing and shit. Everybody is reacting the same way. It's like the same way. He's like, whoa, it's weird. Don't eat the chicken. Something is in the chicken. They controlling you through the chicken, through the food. Think about that shit for a minute. When Popeyes came out with that chicken sandwich, what happened? People went crazy. People standing on long ass lines, right? Everybody online for this chicken sandwich. That's what that scene reminded me of, right? They're saying that the way we operate in our communities, the crab in the barrel, the drugs, the prostitution, the whatever, is being controlled by the white man. They're keeping our community and shit down. That's some of the messages that I got out of They Clone Tyrone. No, I won't give the details of the movie, but that's some of the messages that I got out of They Clone Tyrone, right? That's where they went deep. For me, it took me a minute to really get into it because I was confused with them dressed in the 70s, but it's supposed to be in current times. But once I got to watch it a second time, I did pick up, some of the conspiracy theories, right, that we throw out in the air on a regular basis and how they played them out in the movie. Ghost said, and what's even crazier is that when they went crazy for the sandwich from Popeyes, that sandwich has been out forever. It wasn't new. I think about the type of shit all the time, especially ordering from places a majority of blacks order from: Walmart, Temu, etc. Yes, Shein, Fashion Nova, right? It's like they throw something out there at us. And it's like an experiment, and they feed it to us, and we go crazy, and we find that everybody in our community is chasing the same exact thing. All of a sudden now, if you think about it, Temu been out for I don't know how many years, right? But all of a sudden, people are now starting to order from Temu. Why? Because it pops up on your timeline. You get a commercial on it all the time. As soon as you say Temu, it's on your phone. You see people getting Temu packages. Now you're interested. Now you want to order from Temu. Now you become a Temu person. That's what happened to me with Shein. It kept popping the fuck up. I was like, I'm not fucking with this little Chinese company. Cheap ass clothes. Right? It kept popping the fuck up. And I started to say, ooh, that look cute. Ooh, that looks cute. Yeah, that looks cute. It was like a mind shit. It's like they mind fucked me into liking Shein. So now all I do is fucking order Shein. Right? Mm. It's got to be a lot more happening, Deb, for them to be barricading women from going in there. Like something got to be going on down there. Deb said, true Ghost, it was out for a while. Then all of a sudden lines wrapped around the building. Because what happened? Marketing. The constant, the way the movie showed it was like it was a hypnosis type thing. It's like they drill it into you until you get sucked in and you become zombified and committed to what they fed into us. Hillbilly said abortion kills blacks at the start of life. Drugs during their life, bad food shortens the lifespan. I agree, but not white people, the elite. The elite. Right? Johnny Leon Hill said, it's also saying we are Tyrone. And as long as we recycle the violence, yes, recycle the violence, drug use, and over-sexualization of our communities that are fine with use, that are fine with us, don't break the cycle. Exactly. That part, that's the whole part right there. You are Tyrone because you're repeating the cycle, the negative cycles in our communities over and over and over and over and over again, right? It's almost like when we were watching, Power, right? What happened? Ghost son is now Ghost, right? It just goes on. So that's right, Johnny. Don't break the cycle. That's the message. They don't want us to break the cycle, right? They don't want us to. Deb said, that's why I don't trust Temu. I really think it's something up with them. Them versus Sheen. What do you think is up with Temu versus Sheen? I'm just asking, right? Because I feel like Fashion Nova popped up out of nowhere, right? Fashion Nova popped up out of nowhere, and that became a big deal. And then Sheen came in and overshadowed them. And now Temu with their bright orange bag, my favorite color, their bright orange bag, they got me wanting to go to Temu.com to order some shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You can't put your finger on it. Okay. Good morning, Ansel. Hillbilly said, what the elite fear the most is unity in the people. Right. And they know how to, and that's what they clone Tyrone was about. Johnny Leon Hill said that's why in the movie at Hillbilly, it wasn't until the community came together that they were able to overthrow the system. Why do they have lines around the corner of the Nike stores? Another good one. Because they feed our community. Listen how crazy this shit is, right? Motherfuckers are standing online to buy Jordan sneakers that my son had when he was 3 years old. My son is 40 years old. Literally, my son has sneakers in his closet that he's had for years that still look brand fucking new, that people are still trying to rebuy. Old ass sneakers, just like that old ass Popeye's chicken sandwich, right? Marketing. So they reselling our Black community, not just our Black community, because we know people outside the Black community do the same shit, but I'm talking about the Black community right now, okay? Black community will stand the fuck online, okay, to buy the same fucking Jordans that their kids used to have, okay? But won't stand online to vote and make a change in their very own communities. Why? Because that's what the movie is saying. That's what the movie is saying. Why do they have lines around the fucking Nike store? Why? Right? But there's no lines around parent-teacher conferences. When your kids got parent-teacher night, parents make up every excuse why they can't go to their parent-teacher school night, but motherfuckers be on the Nike line. Or, remember when the new Apple phones came out? Baby, people were paying motherfuckers to stand online for them. Who getting rich off of that? Right, y'all. That's the sad shit. That is the sad shit. They no longer have to study us. We are predictable. That part. Johnny, you busting it open. Okay? Johnny said, look at what they are doing. They pacify us with a museum, a holiday, and a memorial, but don't give or put any money back into our community. Absolutely not. What they ultimately do is they come into our communities and they buy up the real estate and they give it to the elite, taking away from the community. Making you think they're giving us something by throwing a museum at us, by giving us a holiday, by giving us a memorial, right? But they'll come in your neighborhood and snatch a whole fucking building, raise the rent, or turn them into expensive ass condos, and the community is lost. The people who were indigenous to that area now have to leave because the elite came in and took it. But we're supposed to be happy with a holiday, a museum, and a memorial. Right? But no matter how many times we say this, when and how are we going to change? Right? Sai said, but that's been forever. It's always been that African Americans value the idea, look of wealth, and do not understand that those material things are liabilities and not assets. Right? Because we have not broken the cycle. Right? Because a lot of us are used to surviving. We're not used to planning. We're not used to saving. We're not used to, thinking about the future. A lot of us were surviving, trying to figure out how we going to eat today. How are we going to keep the lights on today? Right? We couldn't even think about tomorrow. But and they don't teach finance and shit in school. So a lot of us picked up a lot of bad financial habits. Me, right? Living on survival, that I found myself constantly living for today, not thinking about tomorrow. Now my ass up in age and I'm like, oh bitch, tomorrow the fuck row. But you're absolutely right. Right, Pat? Harlem is just about gone. Y'all, listen, these MFers coming through Harlem, buying up every like people have been living in these buildings for years. These buildings in Harlem, some of them are walk-up buildings, okay? Walk-up buildings. They so fucking old. Motherfuckers are still carrying their groceries up 6 or 7 flights of fucking stairs. Living in Harlem in prime locations, okay? And these motherfuckers in our community, right? The Black community, there's there's multiple things happening. There's a population of people that live in these buildings that have the opportunity to keep their apartments, but not paying rent, right? So they might lose their apartment. And this is what the elite is hoping for. The elite is hoping that our community, we stop paying rent so that they can evict us. They hope that the co-op buildings don't pay their taxes so that they can come in and take the buildings. When they take these buildings, what will happen is the elite will purchase those properties, and then the people who lived in there will not be able to afford to live there anymore. All of Harlem is being attacked. Oh, I used to call it, Shirley, you said BMW, Black Man's Wish. I used to call it Bad Man Wagon. But yeah. Sai said it's not just about surviving. It's about having been the lesser class of people and not having equality. So gold chains, fancy cars, luxury bags, shoes, clothes, and now we feel like somebody. Right? That's true. It's all a hoax to keep us down. You see in California and LA, they ran in and robbed the fucking Gucci store in the fucking Bloomingdale's store. In LA, a bunch of people just ran in and mobbed the store and stole all the bags out the fucking Gucci store. Did y'all see that? Good morning.
Morning. I got a few. I'd jump in.
Huh?
I said I got a few minutes. I figured I'd just jump in.
Oh, okay. Did y'all see that shit? All them motherfuckers that ran in that store and stole them Gucci bags. What they gonna do with them? Sell them? Don't Gucci have registration numbers? Y'all know that, right? Each bag, inside the bag, has a registration number. So if you ever buy a stolen Gucci bag or a Louis Vuitton bag or some shit like that, don't ever take that bag back to the store if your handle break or something and you need it fixed, because they always run the registration numbers of your bag. And if it come up that it was stolen, your ass gonna be in trouble. Now I'm just letting y'all the fuck know. If you didn't know that, you know now. Every bag has a registration number in the bag. That's when you know your shit real. Living check to check shouldn't be normal. It shouldn't, Ansel. But it is.
Right.
It is
I'm gonna
though.
say, well, a lot of that check to check living is because people live above their means. A lot of that check to
I
check
feel
is because
attacked.
people live above their means.
I feel attacked.
Huh?
I feel attacked.
Why?
Because that's me.
I mean, but that's 85% of the population, 90% of the population. So
Because this is where the fuck I want to live, right? And like I have, goes how many times I said to myself, Robin, just fucking downsize. Then I look around my apartment and I'm like, no, I don't want to downsize. Like, I don't want to fucking downsize. But why can't I just fucking downsize?
because you used to live in a certain way, you used to living with nicer things, and you don't want to go back. You feel like it's going back in life, so you're gonna do whatever it is that you got to do to stay where you at instead of downgrading a little bit and having more money in your pocket, so you don't have to live check to check. But again, like I said, we live above our means.
I guess I
Mm,
think in this.
Motherfuckers will never get out of debt. Because again, if you live in check to pay your monthly bills and live your normal everyday life, you ain't got shit to pay what you owe, man. So it's like you gonna forever be in debt type shit. And then because your credit done got better,
I'm gonna sell ass. I'm done.
and even though your credit done got better, you know what I'm saying, because you made a little more money, so you done bought a little this, a little that.
Yep.
Now you finna use your credit to get more shit to put yourself in
Exactly.
even bigger fucking debt.
Yep. 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 Johnny said Japanese got money for their communities after Pearl Harbor. Jewish people for the Holocaust, and Native Americans have protection, but nothing for the African American community. That's true. But the difference is the Japanese people stuck together and fought for that shit. Jewish people stuck together and fought for that shit. Native Americans stuck together and fought for that shit.
It's like every race sticks together except for black people. Black people are fucking crabs in the bucket.
It's so sad.
And what's crazy is like we were the one of the most together people ever.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what the fuck happened. It's every man for themselves.
Hillbilly said, I blame the Democrats the most. I hate the Democrats as a party. Not that I like Republicans any better, but I can't vote for status quo. I've always voted third party. I know that's right. Y'all said, Johnny, if we all held our vote until they promised reparations in writing, they would give it. But we won't come together to make that happen. That
Nope.
part.
Nope. Like I
That
said, like I said, crabs in the bucket.
Yep. Right. We can't. Y'all said we can't even agree on who deserves reparations. But didn't California just agree to give the black people in the state of California reparations?
You thought that would have been a domino effect that every state would have jumped in line. California
Yeah.
was the only one. Everybody else said, "Boy,
California
y'all
was the
dumb."
only one.
The rest of the states say, "Boy, y'all dumb." Hell no.
Yeah, but California, they want to be their own continent. They're like, fuck this. They don't even want to be a part of us.
And I tell you what, lower the cost of living out there, goddamn it, I move.
Okay? The fuck? Because you think you live in paycheck to paycheck now, shit. You have
Oh,
to have
man.
3 jobs to live out there.
What? Oh yeah, boy, gonna have a job, sell dope, and sell ass too. What to do?
Listen, I'm telling you, that's normal for 7 out of 10 households in the U.S. It's definitely normal in the U.S. We got to do better. Y'all, you just did a video about living above your means, and I missed it in fixing your credit. Johnny said, I got 3 kids and I need to hit the lottery just to pay for groceries and gas, baby.
Well, because these 3 motherfuckers don't stop eating. They eat everything.
That's what I'm saying.
And then half the time they don't even be hungry. They just want something because they seen somebody else with it.
Yup. Kids are greedy as fuck. Kids are greedy as fuck. Y'all said integration. That's what happened. So you think integration fucked us up? Wait, Georgie. You know, Georgie, only because I know you in real life. And when you type shit here, I hear it the way you say it. And it's funny every fucking time. But Georgie said they lynched and burnt us down every time we stuck together. That's why I said we don't have black leaders right now. A lot of black leaders standing up. Like way back in the day, we had the Malcolm X's, the Marcus Garveys, and people like that. But we don't have a lot of that now because motherfuckers are tired of being lynched and burnt the fuck down when they stand up and try to be a spokesperson for the black community. Happy Friday, Michelle, and happy birthday. Oh my God, how you get on here and now tell us it's your birthday? But you didn't tell us.
Hey, this is random, real quick. All y'all the East Coast, do y'all watch battle rap?
I sometimes. Yeah, we watch it.
I just actually I know it's real big out there. And when one of y'all mentioned Harlem earlier, I started thinking about like Charlie Clips and a couple other people.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna take a minute because Michelle Henry just jumped on here, and
Happy
she
birthday!
she told us it's her birthday. So, I mean, we're gonna have to. Happy birthday, Michelle! Hey, what? Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday, dear Michelle! Hey,
Episodes. So.
Hey! Happy birthday, Michelle. Glad to see another year, I'm sure. All right. $40 an inch or all 3 for $100. What is that for? Once drugs came into our community, it ain't never been the same. Well, drugs has always been in our community, no?
Right. I don't say if you really want to think about it, cocaine hit the white community first, hit the rich community first before it hit black people.
Well, of course. And the white people brought it into the black communities. Because where we get it from? We know this. But when did drugs actually hit the black community? Because from when I was born, drugs was in the community. At what point, does anybody know at what point drugs truly hit the black community?
Well, I'll say it truly hit the black community hard when they turned cocaine into crack.
In the 80s then.
That's when it hit. That's when everything went downhill as far as like drugs in the black community.
Yeah. Yeah, my baby daddy was on that train.
Find a way because cocaine was too expensive for black people. So they found another way. They cooked it down into crack.
Yeah. Georgie said maybe it's fear ingrained into us to stop us from coming together for good. Or they also sprayed us with hose and had dogs bite us. That's true, Georgie. Pat said, stop it. Black people have created the impossible, a way out of no way. Yes. Me, the fuck? We support every group and they abandon us. Facts. And we abandon each other. Every group abandons us. We know that. We are the least liked. I don't know why.
Because
what'd you say, Ghost?
I'll say because the media portrays us as the worst. That's why everything you see on the news or whatever about black people is always a crime. Killing this, stealing that. It ain't never selling drugs here and shit like that. It ain't never nothing positive.
Yeah, that's true.
So we looked at it like the worst.
Even when we die, they be finding, well, he had a record. You never you always got to go to the negative aspect.
Uh-huh.
You
But
know.
when it's a white person, oh, this motherfucker got mental illness now. Oh, fuck out of here.
Yep. Y'all said my aunt in Cali told me it's all relative, dear. You can afford to move back. Easy for her to say. She inherited her mother's paid off home. Right.
Oh no, hell on.
The fuck?
Motherfucker ain't got rent or mortgage. Somebody, yeah, you can stay out here. I bet.
The hell? Georgia said, come together as Panthers, feed the community. They demonized us and literally blew us up. Yes, they did. That's how, the Panthers, when they went under, that's when the gang started. My dad was a part of the Panthers.
You know what I'm saying? That's also why they bombed Tulsa, Oklahoma. Black Wall Street.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's one is a spokesperson with social media. Wait, what's bluegrass form, hillbilly? All my rap is in bluegrass form. What is bluegrass form? Wait, Johnny, what? I didn't know that. There's a black community in Georgia who is almost like a sovereign nation that ain't playing.
You talking about the Moors?
Must be the Moors. You must be talking about the Moors. That's the only ones I know. You're welcome. If it's not the Moors, I don't know. Cheryl Lee said, facts at Georgie. Look how many of our thriving and self-support communities they've destroyed. Fires, flooding, bombs. True. Johnny said in the 80s when crack entered in the community, things changed. You and Ghost said the same thing. Yeah, I agree with that. Because before that, what was our communities? Weed. That's what I grew up. Everybody in my family smoked weed.
All right, I gotta go, yeah.
All right. See you later, Ghost. Enjoy your day.
All right.
Bluegrass is like a subsection of country music. Oh, that sounds interesting. I would love to hear rap in bluegrass. That sounds interesting. Especially if a hillbilly is doing it. That sounds interesting. Yup, Ansel. That part, and then you found out that the organization was stealing. That's why it's hard. That's the other thing. It's hard for us to trust who to donate money to. It's hard out here in the world, but I just got to say this, y'all. I don't know what's happening in the world today, but I started off the show. Today is Freestyle Friday. We started off reading the positive thought, which says that, you start your day off with a prayer. Once you you give it to your higher spirit. Don't beat yourself up worrying about what needs to be done or what hasn't been done, right? Just have faith that it will happen, right? Still work on it. The fuck? Then we talked about what the 10 commandments and Moses and Pharaoh is going on because leprosy is spreading around and a bulk of the cases were identified in Central Florida. All right. Then the ocular herpes. I'm just saying FYI for you guys that are out here getting your face beat. All right. Make sure you take your own brushes. Make sure they are spraying their makeup with alcohol or whatever the fuck. Lysol. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what to say. But if you do get your face beat, keep in mind that ocular herpes is a real thing. So take your own brushes, your own makeup. I don't know the fuck. Make them use disposable, but then I got to worry about the double dipping. It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. But this is no different than when you think about going to get waxed. It's the same thing. Whether it's your lip getting waxed, your eyebrows getting waxed, all of that shit is double dipping, right? And so just take care of your health, right? Take care of your health. Get your blood work done every 3-4 months. Make sure you're doing good. I go every 4 months for my blood work or whatever to make sure that my levels and everything is good, all right? Make sure you are checking up on yourself. And then we talked about the Black community and sticking together and shit, and a little bit about Tyrone. We didn't talk too much about it because some people on here didn't see it yet. So hurry up and watch it. Okay. But we talked about what goes on in the community and the things that, they feed into us and the things that we get sucked into and the repeatable events that we create generation over generation, right? the things that keep the Black community down. How do we change that, right? How do we come together and change that? Cheryl Lee said, we can come together. That's why they fear us and go to the ultimate to intimidate us. What other communities did they destroy when they became self-supported and stuck together? Absolutely. Pat said, drugs hit our community in the 60s. It was heroin. Okay. I didn't know too many people on heroin. Oh, I did. I had a couple of family members on heroin. Good point, Pat. Sai said, damn, you have labs done every 4 months? Yes. The fuck your insurance must be busting. I have labs done every 4 months. One, because I have high blood pressure. And when you have high blood pressure, you need to always monitor your vital organs, make sure your pressure is monitored and stabilized, right? Also, as we get older, you need to worry about cholesterol and all kind of other shit, right? I don't have any of those problems, thank God. Also, if you remember, I had a surgery that went bad, and they disconnected my kidney for a period of time from my bladder, which the kidney repair can cause UTIs and other infections, kidney infections. So they monitor me every 4 months. Yes, they do. That part side, the mindsets of Black people have to change in order for us to come together. Okay, thank you, Hillbilly. I appreciate that. I'm going to go look for it. Thank you for that. All right. But y'all, I'm going to end the show, but I just want to end it by saying this. 6 more days, motherfucking 6 more days. Okay. Listen, this weekend, I got a hectic weekend this weekend, but I'm 90% packed. I just got to get a couple of more things in my bag. All right. I got everything that I need. Whatever the fuck I don't have, too fucking bad. All right. Valerie is not on here today, but Valerie says I don't have a Bluetooth speaker, y'all. So can somebody bring a Bluetooth speaker? Valerie says she was bringing one. I'm going to try to get me one. I don't want to spend no more money, but I need a small Bluetooth speaker to take with me so that I have some fucking music. But I think Valerie is bringing one. All right. So if anybody else that's coming on the trip has a Bluetooth speaker, can you bring it so that we have more than one, please? All right. And with that, y'all, I'm just going to say this. Make sure you print your itinerary from your emails that is sent to you from Avia. Okay. Travel Joy. Print your itineraries out so that you have all your paperwork in front of you. Okay, my paperwork, of course, is not here. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, I show this to you guys all the time, so I don't want nobody to say shit. Okay, print your paperwork. If you booked your trip through Travel Joy, you should have 4 pieces of paper. I'm only showing you 3 because my van pass is already with my passport. But you'll have your travel insurance in case some shit happens. You know, your flight get delayed or some shit, you got travel insurance, okay? You got your hotel confirmation paper, all right? And then you got your van service with instructions on how to find your van, right? If you book through the travel agent, you are taking the van service, print your van pass, follow the instructions in the email, register with the Nexus company, print your van pass before you go. Download it, take a picture of it in your phone or whatever, they will scan it, and you go right out the exit. Get your suitcases, come through the passport check, come through all the gates or whatever the fuck, and go the fuck outside. Okay. The guys in the van will be in orange, okay? I can't wait, Hillbilly. I'm going to celebrate you so hard. 6 days you stand before a county commission. So when we come back from Mexico, we'll know whether you have your float business. Lab work is a better way to monitor your health than the wellness checkup the doctors give you. Exactly. I do lab work every 4 months. My mother does lab work every 4 months too. My doctor don't play. He know when I don't drink enough water, he be on it. Illegal monopoly. Are you talking about monopoly in businesses where they carve out ownership of one company that owns a majority of a business? Like for in your example, you're trying to do a floating business. Maybe one company is really honing in on the market on that, monopolizing that business, and the city officials are not letting you in on it. That's what illegal monopoly is. Okay, you'll know on the 10th. Okay, so you'll let us know, because we're gonna be going live from Mexico, and I'm gonna be keeping an eye on this hillbilly. Put the information in Discord. Keep us up to date, because I'm coming to float down that fucking river on your floaty. It's gonna happen. We're gonna speak it into existence. All right. And so with that, y'all, 6 more days. Pack your motherfucking bathing suits. Don't bring a lot of clothes, y'all. Here I am talking, but meanwhile, if you see my suitcase, I'm just the fuck saying. All right. Just make sure you got enough bathing suits and shit like that. All right. And that's all you fucking need. Right. I'm still on the fence about the group excursion. If I can't get a group excursion that's going to transport us to and from the hotel, then I'm going to wait until we get there and we can decide as a group what excursion we want to book, because we can book it directly through the van service that I'm using as well. All right. They'll be at the hotel, so we can book through them as well. Right. But I need a van service that's going to take me to and from. I'm not fucking doing no cabs. All right. That's me. If you guys want to go out there and do other excursions and take cabs around Mexico, that's on you. I'm not responsible for you. You are liable for yourselves. All right. But if I have a group trip, a group excursion, it's going to be van to and from. Okay. Hillbilly says sole rights to federal land. One company has sole rights to all concessions. Right. They're monopolizing. Yeah. That is illegal. And that is right. That is fighting for the people, Hillbilly. I just love you. I do. Me too, Deb. Me too. We're going to keep an eye on this, Hillbilly, because that would be major. And I know it's going to happen for you. I know it's going to happen for you. All right. But y'all, I got to go to work now. But peace, love, and blessings. You know what I say. Always move in peace and love. And have a great weekend. I know I'm going to have a good weekend. I got a busy weekend. Oh, my God. I'm back in the city tomorrow, hopping around. And then Sunday, it's supposed to be a beach day. I got a lot of things going on this weekend, and Monday is going to come around. I'm going to be back at work and still trying to get ready for this trip, y'all. I got to pick up some other pieces today from my homegirl down the block that made me some good jewelry pieces. Y'all saw some of my earrings, all right? But I got some other surprises, all right? And so, Ron, do you follow me on TikTok, Ron? If you do, you might see me on the weekend. I don't know, y'all, because they got the money. That's why. All right. But y'all enjoy your weekend, Ron. You might see me. If you follow me on TikTok, you might see me, but you're not going to see me here on the weekend. All right. I got to take a break. But okay, you follow me on TikTok, then you'll see me. All right. Because I jump on TikTok randomly and I do Coffee with Friends with music. That's my shit. All right. So you might see me there. All right. But y'all have a beautiful weekend. No matter how low you feel. We done did that already. We're not doing the birthday song right now. And look what popped up on my screen. A reminder that today is Michelle Henry's birthday. I love it. No matter how low you feel, you can still what?
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
Hey! Yes! Oh, Sunday is Old Timers in the Bronx. Sai, are you going? Are you going, Sai? Hey! Hustle hard. Get this message on the way out. That's right. Hit like on the way out too. Thank you, Hillbilly. I've been doing shit my way on the highway. Hey! Imagine me going to Old Timers and running into my ex. No, thank you. Anything you want, anything you need. Hey. But I just slide right, I slide right by that negativity side. I don't want to see nobody. All right? Hey. I never answered. Go. Oh, side, you said you coming for the Bronx? That is, all right. All right, side, I see you. I see you. Peace, y'all. I'm out.